Welcome back to MasculineCinema, where we recap iconic movies, their characters, their inspirations, and why they resonate with the audience universally. In the vastness of Western cinema, few movies have influenced the internet like the movie Drive did. Not only becoming a global trend, but becoming a digital manifestation of the feelings of aspirations of the whole generation of men. You may or may not have seen the movie Drive itself, but you know its characters, its plot lines, and its music from the internet memes and literally me trends. Since its release in the year of 2011, the movie Drive became a global icon in an internet age. However, the movie itself is much more than just an internet trend, but something men can relate to universally. The movie Drive is so iconic because of its rich cinematography, showing the self-obsessed, neon sock life of radical culture shit. It perfectly captures the state repetitiveness of modern life and the subtle additions to make the movie so relatable. The movie Drive exists out of the time. It is a movie set in the late 2000s, but its pacing and music make it feel more like a movie from the classic 80s era. Its music is bold, but the scenes are subtle. Its timelessness has made it so universally hailed. The early 2010s was a period of radical change in Hollywood. Complex and deep characters were being placed by shallow and comedic superheroes. Movies with complex plot lines and character arcs were being replaced by CGI-filled action movies. The classic era was fading away. The character-driven movies of the era are mocked on the internet today, often not being able to compete in the fast-paced, CGI-filled superhero movies of the present, and just being a shadow of the classical past, making sure that most of the movies in this era live their life in infamy. Drive, however, did not only survive the internet ages, but excelled at it, leaving even the multi-billion-dollar franchises in the dust when it comes to conquering the internet and relating to a generation of men. Its timelessness means that most people get to define this movie on their own accord. One of the core reasons why this movie is universally relatable is that everything in this movie is shown, nothing is told. The movie just shows most of its plot lines and character developments without explaining it by dialogue. The essence of every scene is left to the imagination of the audience. For example, the opening scene in the movie is about Ryan Gosling getting ready to drive robbers out of the heist, and it is that no background is even given. No information is shared. The driver, played by Ryan Gosling, doesn't even talk to the robbers throughout the opening police chase. The dialogue is at a minimum for our protagonist, only speaking when needed. Most of the words spoken by the driver are just those words and have meaning at face value, but it is his expressions that carry the conversation. His romantic chemistry with Irene is overtly shown in the movie, but never talked about. There are unspoken words that carry the relationship. The effect of showing and not telling is enormous, because when words are not spoken, people can create boundaries and situations in their minds that fit their self-image and their personality, hence defining the characters in movie for themselves. Drive is also aided by a brilliant performance by actors playing the characters. Ryan Gosling plays a quiet and subtle protagonist, the driver. Carrie Mulligan playing the soft and feminine character of Irene, and Bryan Cranston plays the character of Shannon. All of them are seasoned actors, but what do they have in common? All of them are perfectly suited for their roles. Ryan Gosling is the cool sweetheart of the internet, who can create a new trend just by a picture, plays a character that is the embody of the movie itself. Carrie Mulligan plays a realistic and feminine Irene, desperately trying to protect her son from the harshness of the world. Much different from the bold girl bosses of the era. Bryan Cranston is a middle-aged, depleted man, desperately trying to salvage his life, or what remains of it. Every character is the embodiment of social phenomena, whether it's defying the loud and fast-paced modern life, or whether it's a reflection of what kind of woman most men desire. That is why they are literally me characters. Even though we wear masks on the faces to hide our scars and hide our true feelings, Deep inside, we all know that we are increasingly becoming indifferent to our destiny as we grow older. It is an act of defiance against the material-obsessed industry pushing agendas down our throats. All we care about is some peace and quiet, a true place where we want to remove our masks and be what we want to be, where we can love and be loved, and where we are completely indifferent to the world outside. That is why Drive is relatable. That's why Drive is literally me. Before signing off, here's a glimpse into